$50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Yeah, this is caught. It's Parker. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. On first down, it's Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith, second-team All-Pro last year, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now it's Hines. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now it's Wilson. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. More yards there. This methodical drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
2nd and 4.
Second and 4. Wilson. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Here's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
5 yards on the play, and it's third down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Wilson. He'll check this down to Hines. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, it's Hines. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Albrecht Reza sung for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
2 now on first down. Dancing to his left. He's got a first down past the 30. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On play action, here's Tua. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Jets 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Denzel Mims. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Play action. It's Wilson. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. Fourth down.
Albrecht Rosas for the field goal of 44-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Valentine to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first half.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 21-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Tua throwing here, complete to Gaskin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Valentine to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down now, it's Hines. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing on second and 8, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a third and 8. Now it's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, it's Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Rosas good with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Tua going to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A gain of 6 there on first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down, it's Hines. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They'll try the left side. Hines. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They run with Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
Okay, right. Right here. Hey, check 5. Watch it, 5. Hey, defense, let's go.
They go play action now. Wilson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2 in this game. Now tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They run again with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Carter. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Jets are going to win the football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter.